Right, I think we will get started, everyone. I see the guest of honor has joined us, so we can officially get underway. Bozu and bonjour. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for a very special health sciences webinar to celebrate and recognize Denise Raftis as she prepares to retire from NOSM as the manager of the Northern Ontario Dietetic Internship Program, or NODIP. I'm Mike Ravenick, and I'm the manager of the health sciences programs at NOSM, and I'll be hosting or emceeing the event today. It's great to see so many of you in attendance, and I know more and more people are coming in as we're getting going here. We had close to 130 people RSVP today. Many of you friends and current or former colleagues of Denise's from over the years, NODIP learners and alumni working across Canada from coast to coast. We actually have people who have either RSVP'd or contributed to the video from Vancouver to PEI. So certainly a good representation from across the country today, and obviously a large number of people from across Northern Ontario. And we even have some of Denise's family members here today to help us celebrate Denise. So welcome everyone, and thank you again for joining us. So I'm going to start off by acknowledging the land upon which NOSM is located. And we're then going to hear from Dr. Sarita Verma, Dr. Catherine Chervin, and Jennifer Fossett, as well as Lee Rysdale and Kiara Green, before Denise will say a few words for us towards the end of the event. A special thank you to Jennifer DeBaker, who helped to coordinate the video compilation that will also be played as part of the event today, where everyone had the opportunity to submit a short video message for Denise or to share a picture. And then we will conclude today by presenting a gift for Denise. Now, please keep in mind that this event is being recorded and that we ask that you keep your camera and your microphone off for the duration of the event, unless you're speaking. So we want to start by acknowledging the land upon which NOSM is located to recognize and respect Indigenous peoples as traditional stewards of this land and the enduring relationship that exists between Indigenous peoples and their traditional territories. And to raise awareness of Indigenous presence and land rights, and to acknowledge the colonial history and current history in Ontario and Canada as a whole. The Northern Ontario School of Medicine respectfully acknowledges that the entirety of the school's wider campus of Northern Ontario is on the homelands of First Nations and Métis peoples. The medical school building at Laurentian University and Lakehead University are located on the territory of the Anishinaabe Nation, specifically Atikameksheng and Wanapitei First Nation and Fort William First Nation. We humbly ask that wherever you are calling in from today, that you take a moment to think about the land and territories where you work in and reside. So I'm now going to ask that Dr. Sarita Verma, the Dean, President, and CEO of NOSM, say a few words, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment so that we can see you better, Dr. Verma. And I hope that you have already joined the meeting. I didn't check. But I'm hoping, oh, and I do see you now, perfect. Dr. Verma, are you able to take yourself off mute?
Oh, hi. Sorry, were you talking to me just as I signed on?
Oh, my apologies.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, we have just done a quick introduction and land acknowledgement, and I was just turning things over to you just to say a few words before we get
I
started.
was signing on at the same time, so I didn't hear you. All I heard was, oh, I see you now. Okay, well, thank you, Mike, and my apologies for being a couple of minutes late. Denise, where are you? Is your video on? I hope so. I can't see you, but anyway, there you are. There you are. Now your video is on. Super. You should leave your video on so we can
Okay,
all watch.
Mike advised if I wasn't talking, I had to have it off, and my smile is massive today. So thank you, Dr. Verma, for being here.
Well, I want to make you cringe a little bit with, humility and embarrassment. I know you did the acknowledgement, Mike, and I appreciate it. But, I do, before we get started, Denise, just want to do a little bit of reflection because bearing in mind the issues with climate change and the significant fires that are happening where many of you are. And in fact, I know in the Northwest, many of you are facing, a lot of the effects of that. I do want to reflect on that because it really is a lot of what we are as NOSM and NOSM University to be. And just think we should reflect a little bit on what that means to community and to all of us as part of this wonderful environment in Northern Ontario. And I also wanted to reflect just as a moment, and I hope you, Denise, it's really a little bit more about what an incredible citizen you have been, but what it's meant to have the contributions of everybody and the reflections on the legacy of the residential schools in Northern Ontario. And, I personally really do want to spend every meeting we can having people think a little bit about what that means in terms of the number of children, the unmarked graves, and how we're going to address all of that as a school and as a university. So opening with those comments and those thoughts as we think about contributions and the wonderful, wonderful work that people like Denise do. It takes a village, it takes a community, and it takes a wonderful group of citizens like all of you to make us have the impact that we have had. So Denise, I just want to say, listen, I barely knew it. I don't know what it was. Did I say something? And then boom, you're retiring. So I'm taking it very personally. And we'll miss you a lot because, you and Lee and others, as I come to particularly NODIP orientations. And then of course, the fun part was the graduations. I think none of them have been in person. Again, I'm taking this very personally. But I think we did have one in person, actually, the very first one that I had in 2019. But I really think that, I've learned three things. One is it is remarkable what has been achieved as part of the NODIP program under your leadership and your stewardship, and the tremendous success of our graduates. The second thing I want to point out is that you are an important part of the fabric. Every single person, and I'm really not making a reference to the Borg because you're not part of, if you're a Star Trek fan, that means you're part of the continuum and resistance is futile. But the reality is, in fact, every single person at NOSM is part of a fabric, a really quilted, woven fabric. And so when one strand leaves us, it does make us feel a little weak. And so we hope that, you'll still leave behind a little bit of yourself. And then the last thing I wanted to acknowledge was this wonderful smile. I will always remember this smile. And I hope that you will come and show your smile to us in person on a regular basis, even if it is to drop in and say hi, but don't go far. So thank you so much, Denise, for everything that you've done. And I'll hand it back over to Mike only to say, everybody put the clapping hands in your, for Denise.
Thank you so much, Dr. Verma. I'm just going to share my screen again. All right. So I'm now going to invite Dr. Catherine Churton, NOSM's Vice Dean Academic, and Ms. Jennifer Fossett, the Senior Director of Postgraduate Medical Education and Health Sciences at NOSM, to say a few words and to speak to Denise's many accomplishments in her time as the manager of the NODIP program.
Thank you so much, Mike. So I have admired Denise from the sidelines for quite some time. Of course, we both have worked at NOSM for many years, although I really got to know Denise much better 2 years ago when the health sciences programs joined the postgrad medical education portfolio, and we became PGME and HF. You know, Denise's leadership goes without mention. I think everyone is quite familiar with her lengthy accomplishments, but we do want to take some time today to illuminate those a little bit more for you. Certainly for me personally, I have learned a lot by working with Denise in the last 2 years, and I would really say that Denise embodies the value of respect that NOSM carries in all her work. She carries respect for her colleagues, for staff, for management, certainly for her learners above all. And I think you can see on the slide with a picture with 2 of her graduates who she knows where they all are, all of them. And not just because they're statistics and, you know, a research agency that tracks them. Denise tracks them. Denise knows where they are and what they've done and accomplished in Northern Ontario. I will really miss our chats, Denise. I just want to say that in our monthly meetings, we always took a few minutes to talk about camp and you know what we're doing and our families, and that's what I will really miss. And I do want to again acknowledge her very thoughtful and grounded leadership. You could always count on Denise to give you a very thorough, thoughtful, and accurate impression of the things that are going on around her, and very grounding. So, and I'll miss that as well. To Denise, I see there's no dates on these slides, and maybe that's intentional. So Denise graduated from the University of Guelph with a BSc in nutrition, and then joined the Victoria Hospital in London for her dietetic practicum training, which is really what we have at NOSM, is a practicum component for a nutrition add-on and once somebody has their degree. And then she moved on to positions with the Sioux Area Hospital in the nephrology program at Health Sciences North. So Denise has worked for over 30 years in Northern Ontario as a dietitian. And throughout that time, she developed a love of mentorship, teaching, precepting, and she pursued a Master's of Education degree from Nipissing University. So she's balanced her education cadre of degrees with one from Northern Ontario as well, and certainly has put that to use every day at NOSM in her teaching skills. In 2002, while Denise was the, I'm sorry if I might get this wrong, she was a Sudbury site coordinator and advocated for the development of a dietetic practicum program grounded in Northern Ontario and grounded in our values and our population here. And she did this alongside Lee Rysdale, who also is going to speak today, who has also been a tremendous builder of the NODIP program. And this was supported by a pilot program that was administered in 2002 by Health Canada. Next slide. From being the Sudbury site coordinator, I think almost overnight, she became the NODIP manager, and really, along with faculty like Lee and different staff that have come and gone through the years, and certainly the support of management and various leaders like Sue Barry and David Marsh, I think, is on the call. Many people have supported the NODIP program, and really Denise has been out front and has done much of the work of getting that kind of a network of support behind her that really allowed the program to excel. And since 2008, she has been the NODIP manager after joining NOSM in 2007. Over that time frame, there's approximately 112 placements are arranged each year that Denise is, again, knows every placement coordinator, teacher, preceptor, agency, and organization across the North that supports the NODIP interns. Next slide. Since 2008, there have been 1,500 dietetic internship placements in Northern Ontario. And just to give you a brief idea of what the program schedule looks like in a one-year time frame for a NODIP intern, throughout that time frame, they will have a 2-week orientation, 7 weeks in food services and management, various places throughout Northern Ontario, clinical nutrition care, population and public health placements or various public health agencies across Northern Ontario, practice-based research project that Denise and Lee Rysdale supervise and support their learners through. And then they will provide some staff relief for the dietitians in Northern Ontario, and of course, have a well-deserved 2-week vacation themselves. You can imagine with 12 NODIP interns at a time that this is quite a logistical feat and ensuring that all of those rotations can occur throughout Northern Ontario within the dietetic resources that we have. Next slide, please. And I think I pass it over to Dr. Truban here.
Great. Thank you so much, Jennifer. And I'm so happy to be here to celebrate Denise's many accomplishments. And Dr. Verma invited us to reflect at the beginning of this presentation. And certainly I've been fortunate to be part of the graduation ceremonies for a number of years. And it has caused me to reflect on the meaning of food. And this isn't only because I love to eat and I love to cook, but food really, sharing a meal, sharing a feast it builds community, so that you know, thinking about food as a dietitian is so much more than, you know, calories, nutrition, etc. It really is about life, about family, about love, and about building community. And what, you know, one of the first things everyone does if there's a family crisis is that people cook food. And I think that's a very concrete way of demonstrating our love and connection. And I think that underpins the philosophy of NODIP. And the Northern Ontario Dietetic Internship Program really has been the hidden gem at NOSM. And today, I hope part of our job is to celebrate and bring the Dietetic Internship Program more into the sunlight. And I've just been so impressed because quietly and effectively, NODIP has been at the forefront of many key initiatives. And two, I'll say a little bit about. One is virtual care, and the other is Indigenous and Francophone health. So years ago, back in 2013, the NODIP program developed telepractice competencies and a curriculum. So now we call telepractice virtual care. So that was years ahead of its time at that point. And similarly, NODIP had a focus on Indigenous health. I mean, as part of NOSM, we've always had that focus. I think NODIP has done it with more effect and in more depth than earlier than some of our other programs. And I'm in the future, moving forward, NODIP is going to be working with one of the graduates who's a member of Diversity Dietetics, which aims to increase the ethnic and racial diversity in the nutrition and dietetics profession. Next slide, please. Another area in which NODIP does a superb job under Denise's leadership is in community engagement, which of course is fundamental to the mission and purpose of NOSM. And you saw in one of the previous slides that most of the visits, I believe, are done by Denise personally, at least 15 visits per year to our Northern Ontario communities. And so with this, Denise makes sure that those relationships are strong, that the curriculum is grounded in the needs of the community, and that the site coordinators and preceptors feel valued and appreciated. Denise also annually hosts the Sudbury College of Dietitians professional development workshop with video conference support to all of the Northeastern Ontario registered dietitians. And the curriculum planning and program evaluation advisory groups are another strategy to ensure really effective community engagement with program staff and practicing clinicians. And now both groups have been transitioned to a NODIP committee and an Indigenous Health Curriculum Advisory Group to align with NOSM's academic and governance restructuring. Next slide, please. So in 2017, NODIP was the first post-degree internship of all the Canadian dietetic education programs to be assessed under the new Partnership for Dietetic Education and Practice accreditation standards. NODIP received full accreditation until 2022. And I remember that at that time I was still in the postgrad dean role, but I remember hearing that the accreditor was actually moved to tears by how effective and impressive the NODIP program was. Usually when there's tears at accreditation, it's by the people who are being accredited, not from the accreditors themselves. And Denise, of course, has been invited to participate as a surveyor for other Canadian programs, including St. Francis Xavier in Nova Scotia, the University of British Columbia, and we will have NODIP's next accreditation site visit in 2022. Denise, as a member of the Dietetic Educator Leadership Forum of Ontario, has co-chaired this group for the past 2 years. Next slide, please. And as you heard, not only is Denise an educator, a leader, an administrator, she is also a researcher and has worked with Craner, Center for Rural and Northern Health Research, as a co-PI in the NODIP tracking study. And in our next slide, we will see the impressive results from that, but don't move there quite yet. So approximately 2 years after graduation, a self-administered survey is mailed out to all the graduates from the NODIP program, and it explores their employment immediately following internship, documenting where they're practicing, the positions they've held, how practice factors, community and family concerns affected their career decisions. So the NODIP report is well worth reading. It's both inspiring and informative, and I look forward to it as it's published. And the final slide that I'm going to speak to, the next slide, shows you the results of the NODIP program over the last number of years. So 78 practice in Northern Ontario, and you can read it. I would highlight that 15 in rural communities and 5 in First Nation communities is certainly an impressive percentage to address the needs of our most underserved and vulnerable populations in Northern Ontario. So way to go, Denise. I've enjoyed working with you so much. Like Sarita, I look forward to having you come back and visit us. And we just wish you all the very best for your future stage of your life, wherever your path may lead you. And I'll pass the microphone back to you, Mike.
Great, thank you, Dr. Chervin and Jen. I'm now going to call on Rysdale, a practice education research and evaluation lead at NOSM, who has worked very closely with Denise and NODIP over the years, to say a few words.
Thanks, Mike. So Denise, I've kept this very formal, so you can be rest assured I'm not going to roast and toast you, which we've done for other dietitians. So when I was asked to speak, I tried to think, okay, what could I speak to that Dr. Chervin and Jennifer didn't cover? And as I thought about it, you know, you really are NODIP. So I'm going to just kind of walk through NODIP. and what I think you stand for. So I'll start off with N. So Denise was born and raised in Southern Ontario, but she spent most of her summers out west. So as Jennifer said, she had her first job in the Sioux, so it wasn't too surprising. She had a sense of adventure, but she's been rooted in the North ever since. She married a Sudbury. So Britt is on today's call. Thanks, Britt, for joining us. She lives on the lake. She kayaks in the morning before her work, and she has a camp up Highway 144. And as Kathy mentioned, she has traveled most of Northern Ontario in her NODIP role, mainly by car. I've heard some harrowing stories over the years, and she's also been to most community. She's been to more communities, I would say, than most of us from the North, including many of the staff from NOSM. She's a true advocate for Northern and rural dietitian resource planning. And she's put an end to the revolving door of dietitians. And I've got retired colleagues that I see on today where we would train and then see them leave after a couple of years under their belt. We have maternity leaves and vacancies that are now competitively filled rather than added workload to existing dietitians, or are left vacant and are eventually replaced or removed, and oftentimes given to another position. So when Denise announced her retirement to me, we talked about who would apply, and they would have to be from the North. But as one graduate stated, there will be big shoes to fill. So I am pleased and relieved that Kara Green has stepped into those shoes and look forward to working with her. Denise's clinical experiences, as well as involvement with Health Canada pilot that was spoken to, prepared her for the opportunities and challenges of NODIP, including meeting NOSM's social accountability mandate. As was mentioned, NODIP is nationally recognized for preparing graduates for a variety of practice settings, including working with Indigenous and Francophone populations and underserviced communities. Her ability to be open-minded and optimistic, as well as very well organized, has provided interns with opportunities to attend conferences, courses, and placement experiences typically not found in internship. For example, those interested in government and policy work have traveled to Ottawa to work with Health Canada. Others have attended Indigenous and Rainbow Health conferences, to name a few. Interns' final program evaluation comments speak to their gratitude for these opportunities and acknowledge Denise's efforts to go above and beyond. The last 2 program years have required additional dedication and determination by Denise to navigate COVID. Her attention to detail has been put to the test to ensure every intern's success. With the support of amazing preceptors and organizations, she has managed numerous scheduling changes, virtual placements, alternative learning opportunities, PPE, learner COVID testing, and self-isolation, along with her usual NODIP activities, as well as NOSM management responsibilities. And so thank you for your perseverance, and hopefully this didn't add any more gray hair. Personally, I'd like to thank Denise for her support with our culinary medicine program, a first for Canadian dietetic internships and the most advanced in Canadian medical schools. Denise's work in dietetic accreditation, as well as her pride as a dietitian, has enabled myself and Kara and a number of RD colleagues from NODIP, Alberta Health Services, and UBC to support dietetic competencies in food literacy, interprofessional practice, and leadership, while promoting the dietitian as a key member of the healthcare team with medical learners at NOSM, as well as UBC, the University of Calgary, and the University of Toronto. Without her support, this innovative and interprofessional opportunity would not have been possible. I think Denise's passion speaks for herself, and her patience and professionalism are exceptional. I rarely hear her swear, and I haven't seen her let loose and party. She has the RD image that makes it hard for the rest of us. And so it was really hard for me, as I said, to roast and toast her. So instead, I have a few parting tips as you transition to semi-retirement. First, it is now time to take a deep breath and let yourself off the leash. As you know, see how much fun you can have when you do that. Read more books or get to the ones you missed in book club. And last but not least, enjoy your tequila. It is the perfect time of year to enjoy it on your deck. And Denise, I'm going to leave it at that. I know we will have a chance to connect now that we're in phase 3. And I know there's been emails about patio drinks with some of our colleagues. So I'm going to now turn it over back to Mike and over to Kara.
Thank you very much, Lee. And yes, I am now going to ask that Kara, who, as you all know, is the incoming NODIP Manager and has also worked with Denise and NODIP for many years, to say a few words.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks everyone for your very kind words about Denise and the NODIP program. It's both humbling and an honor to be the incoming manager of this program and be in the position to continue Denise's legacy. So I just wanted to say a few words about Denise from the collective perspective of the dietitian preceptors she's been working with. Denise built us a dietetic internship program that has made practicing in the North truly rewarding. On behalf of all the Northern Ontario dietitians, Denise, we want to thank you for the NODIP, for bringing curious and energetic learners into our lives, for advancing our knowledge and getting us involved in research, connecting us to each other and the dietetics community, and most importantly, for making us teachers. We often think of the NODIP as being about the dietetic interns when it's also very much about the preceptors. None of us would be teachers without Denise. She taught us the basics on precepting and then mentored each of us as we honed our skills over the years. We have all spent one-on-one time with Denise, where she provided guidance on different teaching approaches, navigating challenges. She accepted our feedback, and she shared it with us in the delight of interns' growth as learners. She took the time to learn about each of us, our interests and struggles, and conveyed unyielding patience, kindness, and compassion. What is most remarkable, and others have spoke to this, is that Denise connected and mentored over 300 dietitians in the North. Every year for 14 years, she flew, drove, bought us lunch, telephoned, and WebExed in order to connect with us over a geographical area the size of France. Her advocacy, hard work, and commitment to building and maintaining relationships has become the foundation of the NODIP program and a strength in our profession. Which brings me to my last point about Denise's legacy. Those of us who have been practicing in the North since before NODIP can recall the isolation from other dietitians and from the profession. NODIP became a unifying body that physically and conceptually connected us. It increased our ability to share and learn unique knowledge, skills, and perspectives, and it provided us a sense of pride in our abilities as leaders within the broader dietetics profession. Practicing in the North is a richer experience, and the people we care for will continue to benefit. So thank you for everything, Denise. We are going to miss you. Over to you, Mike.
Thank you so much, Kara. So before we hear from Denise and present her with a gift, we're going to play the video compilation from all of the contributions that we received. With the number of contributions we received, we have actually about 20 minutes of video. So grab your popcorn and some Kleenex, and thank you again for everyone who contributed a video or picture for us to use.
Hi, Denise. I just wanted to wish you a happy retirement and thank you for everything you've done for me so that I can be here in my office today. All the best. Well wishes from Wawa.
Denise, congratulations on this new chapter of life. I do want to thank you for your leadership, and I want to thank you for your mentorship and your advancement of our profession. But mostly, I want to thank you for your friendship and for your kindness. Congrats on this new chapter. Can't wait to see what you'll do next.
Denise, it's been a great pleasure getting to know you and working with you over the years at NOSM. Just want to wish you all the best for the coming phase of your life.
Congrats on your retirement, Denise. Cheers, here's to you.
Hi, Denise. Warmest wishes for a happy retirement. We share a lot of great memories around dietitians and dietetic internship planning and programs, etc. It's been wonderful getting to know you over the years and that we've kept in touch, and I wish you all the best in your retirement, and I hope it's the rest that you've always wanted.
Hi from Prince Edward Island. My name is Rory Michael, and Denise, I was among your first graduating class of the NODIP program in 2007-2008, and I just want to say a huge congratulations to you and your well-deserved retirement. You've worked tirelessly for all of your interns, and I always remember how much time and effort you put into making sure we had the best experience and we were the most well-prepared interns coming out. Thank you for everything, and please come visit PEI.
Hi Denise, I just want to wish you a heartfelt congratulations on your retirement. I've enjoyed working together these past couple of years, and I know we will keep in touch. I wish you the best as you enter this new chapter in your life.
Congratulations and happy retirement, Denise. You've had such an amazing career, so many wonderful accomplishments. I'm so thankful that I got to be part of the NODIP program, and I know that the legacy will run on for years and years and years, and that's all thanks to you. So all the best and have so much fun.
Hi, Denise. First, I want to say congratulations on all of the amazing achievements that you've had in your career as the manager of NODIP and really all aspects of your career. But I just want to say that, you have led this program brilliantly with grace and enthusiasm and kindness and amazing expertise. You have created a comprehensive program that's nationally recognized and serves the North incredibly well. A huge number of your graduates remain in Northern Ontario, and I'm sure they're going to continue to connect with you throughout their careers as well. It's really easy to see successes in great times, but the last couple of years have been challenging, and I think your program has thrived under your leadership in this time. Everybody's been incredibly hard hit with COVID. The world's focus is on PPE and vaccines and ICU beds and nursing shortages and all sorts of things. Certainly not necessarily in training new clinicians. Despite that, I got to sign a whole bunch of certificates for new graduates in the dietetic program, and I think that is an amazing achievement and really is a huge kudos to you and to your team. So I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'm incredibly proud of this program. So I just wanted to say congratulations on all of your achievements, and please enjoy the next part of your career and take some time to look back down the mountain of achievements that you've climbed up, because you deserve it. You deserve all of that, all of the kudos that you get. So thank you very much.
Hi Denise, it's Yolanda Wanakamek, Director of the Office of Indigenous Affairs at NOSM. Just want to wish you well, take a few moments to say you have done an amazing job at NOSM. I've only gotten to know you very briefly in my time here, but on behalf of our office, we know the work that you have done has been meaningful, long-term, and will continue to grow, and we just wish you well in your retirement. Miigwech for everything.
Hello, Denise. It's Heather here. Just want to congratulate you on your retirement from NOSM. I remember the day that you came to Barrie, 2008, and you asked if I would be interested in joining NODIP as a site coordinator and in the Barrie area. And I just want to let you know that those 7 years that I spent with NODIP were pretty much the most rewarding job that I've had as an RD. Really want to thank you and the whole team with NODIP, and of course the amazing learners over those 7 years that I had the privilege of helping to mentor and coach. Really, it was just a great experience, and I want to thank you so much for your support and your friendship over that 7 years. And good luck with whatever the future holds. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey Denise, I already missed chatting with you in the hallways, and I guess I'll continue to miss it when we make it back to the office. One of my fondest memories with you was when we were on that rocky bearskin flight all the way to Thunder Bay and just chatted away the entire time. Really made the flight bearable. Your uplifting and wonderful spirit, it's just infectious, and it's always great to talk to you, and I'll definitely miss it. But I hope that you have the best retirement, and it's so well deserved. Enjoy.
Well, Denise, once a nephrology dietitian, always a nephrology dietitian. Congrats! Congrats!
Happy retirement, Denise. If anyone deserves some time for R&R, it's you. You worked tremendously hard over the years to make the NODIP program what it is today, and I am forever grateful for you. I hope that you have a wonderful retirement. All the best.
On behalf of the NODIP 2020 to 2021 class, we would just like to say,
Happy retirement, Denise.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Denise. It's Betty Ann Horrible speaking. Just wanted to wish you a happy retirement and to thank you for all your hard work and leadership and commitment to creating the next generation of dietitians for Northern Ontario. Truly appreciate everything that you have done. Also wanted to say, I remember you telling me your story about how you became a dietitian, and although I'm sorry that you're allergic to horses, I am really glad for our profession that you became a dietitian and not a veterinarian. Thank you again so much. Happy retirement. Take care.
Hi Denise. Jack and I want to say congratulations on your well-deserved retirement. And I want to thank you for not only being a really great boss and program manager, but also for being a friend. I missed our chats in the hallway about our boys and our dogs. And I hope that we get to do that and have another visit sometime soon. I hope the new pup's settling in well and that Britt and Ethan are doing well as also. So congratulations. Enjoy. It's your time.
Hi Denise, congratulations on a much deserved retirement. Thank you for everything you've done for the NODIP program. I've enjoyed working with you. The impact you have made across the North is truly remarkable. As you can see, you have touched so many. Thank you for your kindness. I'm going to miss your beautiful smile. You've done amazing things, and I wish you well. Happy retirement.
Hi Denise. On behalf of all the nutrition staff at Public Health Sudbury and Districts, We just want to say, thanks for all your hard work over the years. It's been a pleasure taking all the interns that you've brought our way. And you know what? As a group, we would like to say,
Best wishes on your new adventures.
You go, girl.
Hi, Denise. Congratulations on your retirement. Thank you so much for your help and support. You've made a big impact on so many careers in the Northern Ontario community. Enjoy a well-deserved retirement and keep in touch.
In my first week of orientation to the program, Denise and the 12 interns of my year went out for dinner, and the conversation got struck up of when you get your first dietitian job, what's the first thing you're gonna buy? And my first response was a dog. And 1 month after getting my first dietitian job, I got Charlie. And now here I am 2 years into my career with my best friend. And I do think I owe a lot of that to Denise. Thank you for supporting me, for pushing me, and overall helping me make my professional and my personal dreams come true. All the best in your retirement, and Charlie and I will see you in the neighborhood.
Hi, Denise. Congrats on this new chapter. I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much for all you've contributed to dietetics in the North, and hope to run into you on the ski trails. Take care.
Happy retirement, Denise from NODIP. It's Mara here from the 2020-2021 cohort. I just want to say how thankful I am to have been a part of your last year as program manager. And I'm just so grateful for the warmth and the welcoming presence and your support and your resourcefulness that you've provided throughout the last year. And I've no doubt in my mind that you'll continue to make great impact on your future endeavors and those around you. And best of luck to you.
Hi Denise, it's Kathleen. Wanted to send a quick hello and best wishes for your next journey after your retirement from NOSM and from NODIP. In the past 12 years, I think I've grown so immensely as a dietitian and preceptor with your guidance and support, and also to see all the dietetic interns and how much they've blossomed under your guidance. So best of luck until our paths cross again.
Well, hello, my friend Denise. The sunglasses, allergies, eye infection. I was like, I can't shoot a video, and I'm like, no, she'll probably remember me more better this morning with my allergies. So, got the sunglasses on, not looking too glamorous, but you've seen me at my best, you've seen me at my worst, and I'm gonna miss you so much, my friend. We've been through a heck of a lot together, and I'm very jealous and envious of you. But all the success in the world, and I know it's not the last time I see you, because I know this is going to be where you stay when you come to Thunder Bay. And looking forward to lunches and when in town, and I'll definitely come see you when I'm in Sudbury. We'll get together for lunch or dinner. So this is not goodbye. This is farewell for now, and happy retirement.
Congratulations, Denise, on your upcoming retirement. Sorry I'm not able to attend today's celebration. It has been such a pleasure to have known and worked with you over the years in a number of capacities, including DELFO, with accreditation, and most significantly with your NODIP role. Your professionalism, hard work, readiness to tackle new challenges, and focus on quality improvement are only a few of the things I most admire about you. In my former role with Dietitians of Canada, I was so fortunate to benefit from your willingness to provide advice, always cheerfully given, regardless of how busy you were. When I think of NODIP, your leadership has been such a catalyst to the success of the program. NODIP began as a dream and has prospered under your direction to be not only admired for its innovative approach to providing a geographically diverse program model, but for its success in improving the recruitment and retention of dietitians to Northern Ontario, and by extension, to enhancing consistent access to dietetic services. One of your strongest attributes has been your collaborative approach to building program resources that support the cultural and other specific needs of the Northern Ontario population. Successes you have reported and presented on both nationally and internationally. Through NODIP, you have positively changed the personal and professional outcomes for so many students who, without it, would not have been successful in getting an internship position and gaining RD status. The length of time we have known each other can be gauged by my hearing stories of your young son, who is now a young man. I know you will be dreaming post-COVID of those wonderful vacation adventures and destinations to visit in the future. You will be missed, but your NODIP legacy will endure. All the best. Stay in touch. Your colleague and friend, Marlene.
Hi Denise, farewell from Brock, your physio NOSM partner in Kenora. Just wanted to say how much I've enjoyed working with you over the years. Really gonna miss you. No matter what the project we worked on together, you always did it expertly and efficiently, and always with a smile and a little grin, and always with a great sense of humor. You're leaving an amazing legacy, and you built an incredible program. We're all gonna miss you, and it's been a real pleasure working with you. Good luck and enjoy retirement.
Hey Denise, thank you for everything you've done as the NODIP head cheese, running our internship program for Northern Ontario, helping to create the dietitians of the future, and giving leadership opportunities to the current dietitians and so many other allied health and healthcare professionals. Thanks for everything that you've been doing for us these many, many years since the inception of NODIP, and thank you for your friendship. Enjoy every moment of retirement. It is a great time.
Happy retirement, Denise. I am so happy for you. I have to admit, I am a little jealous. I hope this next stage in your life is incredible, with long walks and fabulous wine, great talks. I hope you know that you have touched so many people, and the work that you have done at NOSM will continue to have impact for years to come. You will absolutely be missed, my friend. Congratulations.
Hi, Denise. I can't believe Superwoman is retiring. I just wanted to wish you all the best. As your long-term colleague, I do remember the days when there were over 50 vacancies for dietitian jobs in Northern Ontario that we couldn't fill. And now, thanks to you, we can fill even the maternity leaves. So you've done so much for our profession. I hope that you know how much you're appreciated. And I've also appreciated that you've always been so pleasant and professional, patient and practical, you know, both with us and with the interns. So I hope that you can rest on your laurels now and really enjoy your retirement. And hopefully once this pandemic settles down, that we can actually get out and toast you in person. All right, all the best.
Hi Denise, wishing you all the best in your retirement. Thank you for all you've done this past year and for being such an amazing mentor during my internship.
Hi Denise, just wanted to say congratulations on your retirement from NODIP. It's been an absolute pleasure working with you over the past few years as site coordinator. I just want to wish you all the best in the upcoming years, you know, relaxation and new adventures. So congratulations.
Denise,
congratulations on your retirement. Very well deserved. You have done so much for NOSM and the NODIP program at the school. I'm here at Kibbe Park today, where we actually had our very first meeting together, and thought it'd be appropriate to send a greetings, farewell, and thank you message to you from here. We had some great laughs, although it's not a very long time together, great laughs, and really wanted to thank you for being such a great colleague and helping me really come into NOSM at a very unique time in the world. And I again just hope that you have the best retirement, that the next chapter in your life is fantastic, and hope that you stay in touch with us.
Hey Denise, happy retirement from your favorite Thunder Bay girls. Congrats Denise, thanks for everything.
I'm on this little square, I'm here too, but I also want to say congratulations. Love your 3 little children.
Yes,
He's
hope
always
you're enjoying
missing.
retirement on a beach somewhere.
Shooting tequila.
You deserve it.
See you at your camp. Bye.
Yes, invite us over. Bye.
Hi, Denise. Although we didn't get to work together for too long, I've certainly admired you from the sidelines for many years at NOSM. Your integrity, your thoughtful approach, your commitment to your learners and your fellow colleagues, community members, staff, just incredible. You will be so missed at NOSM. You've made a legacy here in dietetic education, and I know that you are not going too far, and that will continue in your new capacity in semi-retirement and ongoing faculty member. It has been such a pleasure to work with you, Denise. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for teaching me many things. Thank you.
All right, what a really beautiful video, and thank you everyone for your contributions to that. And I'm cognizant of the time, but do want to hear from our guest of honor. So I promise we wouldn't ask for too much of her time, but Denise, I'll turn things over to you to say a few words.
Thank you, Mike and Jen and other staff in health sciences. This tribute is amazing, overwhelming. So thoughtful of you to do this. We wish we could all be in the office and saying our goodbyes this way, but this means a lot to me, so thank you. So to everyone, for your kind wishes. This is very overwhelming, so maybe it's good I only have a few minutes, but I do want to share some thoughts. And so I think many of you know this program does mean the world to me, and I'm proud to have been part of NOSM. I've worked with incredible leaders and have been fortunate to have several mentors that have guided me throughout my career. And some are here today, some provided video clips, and thank you for just still being part of my life and guiding me throughout my career. I will cherish every day, even the difficult days of my stay with NOSM. I will have so many fond memories. Thank you to my colleagues, my coworkers. I thank each one of you for your support and assistance. Charlie for letting me into my office when I forgot my keys. Despite being organized, I have a thing about keys. IT fellows when just couldn't figure my computer out and they said, turn it off, Denise. But the friendships and the associations I have made here will remain with me forever. To my RD colleagues across the north, and to see ones that are retired but came back today, how amazing. To see Rory from PI, and you know, I saw the visitors who joined us from BC, incredible. But the commitment of these dietitians to dietetic education, and specifically NODIP in particular, has been overwhelming. I'm grateful for your engagement. You made this program unique. And Our learners, they knew you cared about their success, you viewed them as their future colleagues, and you invested in their professional growth and well-being. That's what makes the difference. And this was especially true over the past year and a half. And the dietitians that supported our learners, I have to say this thanks. In this time of uncertainty, you were resilient, resourceful, compassionate, adaptable, inclusive, and you made it possible to do what we did over the past year and a half. So I will have fond memories of my road trips, my community visits. Yes, some were maybe not as safe, but I always got to my destination. I would have pictures in front of community landmarks. I remember the hikes with my colleagues, the bonfires in backyards, Ukrainian dancing, and so much more. Now for those NODIP alumni and those that are soon to be graduates, I'm a little without words here, but I truly enjoyed being a small part of your journeys to become a dietitian. The absolute most rewarding part of my job. So thank you for trusting me and supporting you and challenging you. It's overwhelming to see so many participating today and received emails from people, so thanks. So this will be a bit of a difficult transition for sure, as my career has been a passion for me over these years. I'm going to move into semi-retirement. I have a bit more time for leisure activities, and perhaps a few meaty projects might come my way, hopefully not too soon. And as I embark in this next chapter of my life, I don't have a plan for it yet. I know NODIP is in excellent hands, and I will treasure everything. I will treasure this moment. Thank you for today and giving me time to bid a farewell until next time. Merci, which thank you.
Thank you, Denise. Beautiful. So although we weren't able to get together in person today to celebrate you, Denise, we wanted to still present the gifts we have gotten for you at this event. So thank you everyone who contributed to the gift. And we actually got you two different gifts, a painting and a gift card. The painting is called Harvesting Food and Medicine by Rory Thomas. And the late Rory Thomas was a critically acclaimed and influential Indigenous artist and member of the Woodland School of Art. Thomas was inspired by his grandmother's stories of the Anishinaabe traditions and the ancient pictographs in northwestern Ontario. And Thomas's art focused on his interpretation of life spirits and traditional teachings. And his description of this painting in particular is the food and medicine from the ground are a gift from Mother Earth. These are to nurture our mind, body, and spirit for good health. And knowing your love for the outdoors, we also got you a gift card for the Backyard Birder in Sudbury, which is a family-owned independent business in Northern Ontario, run by sisters Monique and Danielle. They provide a wide variety of products to homeowners to create their private sanctuaries. So we'll be sending these to you in the very near future and hope that you enjoy the painting and are able to find something to add to your own personal sanctuary. And as we conclude our event today, I want to thank you all for joining us today to help celebrate Denise and wish her well. Denise, your impact at NOSM has been substantial, not just professionally, but as has been evidenced by the many comments today, personally as well. And I think it fitting to close with this event with a quote from Alan Alexander Milne that I slightly modified for today. And the quote is essentially, how lucky we are to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. So thank you, Denise. We wish you all the best. Thank you again to everyone who attended today and contributed to this event. Miigwech, merci beaucoup.